What is up, everybody? You're watching the Loose Cannons. You know who I am. Hanging out with my boy, Latte. Hanging out with Stanker. Also, I brought my playoff beard along for the ride. In case some of you are wondering why I look like a homeless person. No, a homeless person did not take over the show. We're hanging out tonight with Old Man Winter, who has obviously not seen some sun in a very long time. Evan Winter of AtoZ Sports. Welcome back to Loose Cannons, Evan. What's up?
What's up, guys? It's always a pleasure to see your beautiful faces, so I appreciate y'all having me on tonight.
Oh, yeah,
I didn't like that intro at all, Sammer. I'm gonna let you right now. Like it's like you've never done this before. That was rough.
I thought it was great.
You're like, hey everybody, okay, like it's just where's the enthusiasm? Latte's like fucking doing his taxes right now. Wake the fuck up, okay? I know it's the off season.
Listen.
Talk about
listen,
you know
listen,
what?
motherfucker.
You don't like you've never done this before. Your microphone sounds terrible, by the way.
Sounds horrible. Sounds horrible. Number one.
You're
Number
pretty
two.
high up there, crackly wise.
For all you beautiful people out there,
Turn that shit down.
Sammer knows, right? Because Sammer knows, because we work. We actually work for this podcast. We do work. I've been editing, and Evan Winter, who edits as well, Sammer, who edits, not Stank. Stank doesn't edit shit. He does like Microsoft Paint. That's it. But anybody out there that edits understands the magnitude of a 41-minute fucking project. That's what I've been doing, and it's finally done.
Nobody knows what you're talking about.
I did it all for you guys. I can't wait to fucking release the footage. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, cool.
Hey Evan, how are you, man?
Take pride in what you do, man. That's all I got to say.
Goddamn right I do.
Larry, you having some technical difficulties down there, it looks like.
Before we jump into all this shit, we got to give a round of applause to one Robert Gronkowski, right? 2 amazing seasons in Tampa.
Jesus. Absolutely.
Fucking Hall of Fame, first ballot Hall of Famer, arguably the greatest tight end of all time, and he hasn't even really played that many years and that many games, so that kind of speaks for itself on top of all of that. But thank you, fucking Rob Gronkowski, man. Thank you, Rob Gronkowski. Awesome fucking time here. You know he'll be back, though. But in the meantime, Evan, talk about just how important Gronk actually was to Tom Brady and what he brings to the table, because he's not just a pass catcher.
5-second statement really quick. Listen, everybody's pissed off the Gronk left. I'm more pissed about the character in the locker room on the sideline. I'm going to miss that. We know how important he is, but we got weapons. We're good. Go ahead, Evan. Sorry.
I just like what I want them to do this year in memoriam of Gronk is like before the team comes running out on the field before, home games, they do his laugh, the Tom Brady laugh, and and then the team just comes running out, like it's like Gronk just like over watching everything, and he sends his guys out. Like, I don't know, that'd be awesome. But anyways, yeah, man, Gronk obviously was so important to what Tom Brady did in general over the field. He was that down the seam guy, and then plus the chemistry and the bond between the two, the rapport, the camaraderie, whatever verbiage you want to use. I mean, we saw it on full display in week 1 against the Cowboys last year when, the two were just connecting like no other. I'll never forget the quick turnaround touchdown. The ball was already in the air, all that good stuff. But to your point, Sammer, yeah, Gronk was a very, very exceptional blocker in both the run game and the pass game. And in terms of what Tampa Bay wants to do with their offensive line, bringing in the extra offensive linemen, and then at times bringing in Gronk, his presence is going to be missed because we've got Cameron Brate, who, as much as he's a tried and true Tampa hero, he's been there for a few years now, or several years rather, I should say. His blocking skills aren't that great. His receiving skills are diminishing. He can still be an effective player. I'm not saying that. But then after that, we don't know what Cade Otton's going to do. We haven't even seen him, in actual practice yet. He's probably going to be ready to go by trading camp. And then you've got Keith, a 7th rounder, and then a bunch of undrafted rookies. So in terms of what the Bucs are wanting to do on offense, Gronk has left a massive hole. There's no other way around it.
I mean, you guys are all fucking like fish. You bit the fucking hook, you swallowed the bait, and you're gonna die. It's not true. Gronk isn't going anywhere, people. I can't believe everybody in the chat room's crying. You're all
pen in his
stupid.
hand like he's an analyst.
You're all fucking stupid, bro.
Oh, he's got a pen.
Gronk's coming back.
He's got a
okay?
pencil.
Listen, I've been taking notes over here, bro. Copious notes. I just can't believe how dumb you all are. Listen, he's going to take training camp off. He maybe takes, 16, 17 regular season games off. It doesn't matter. He'll be here when it fucking matters. Gronk is going to be on the field, catching touchdown passes, in fucking Vegas. Isn't that where the Super Bowl is this year? In Vegas.
in Vegas.
Wow.
Yeah, but
Write it
listen,
down.
It's funny that you
Evan.
call us stupid, but you're wearing like a cartoon You're wearing like a
What that
cartoon
is.
pirate
That looks like
hat.
Ren's logo,
Yeah.
bro.
What,
It looks like
what,
Ren's
what,
logo.
is that?
Bro.
A pewtercast hat?
Bro, if it's definitely
safari.
not,
It looks
the
like a
Bucast
safari
isn't
hat.
that cool enough to. I want somebody in the chat room to tell me where this comes from right here.
It's like
I might
some
like
shit-
donate fucking something.
It's like
to their
some shit
charity
from
of their choice.
Disney Junior or some nonsense. It
Better.
even looks like a little kid's hat.
It looks like Dr. Gonzo if he were just like to lose all the face off of his skin or all the skin off his
Please,
face.
somebody in chat.
Skull.
Like
Evan.
I want you guys to show me how smart you are. Where does this what does this logo mean? Somebody. It's not the first time I wore this hat. Somebody else knew at one point what this was.
Zach is on one with Sammer. He said it looks like Sammer looks like he eats hummus out of his beard. Yeah, probably in other things. And he says Sammer stopped grooming upstairs.
There's a small.
We have to assume. Hold on. We have to assume he stopped grooming downstairs as well.
Absolutely not. That never ever stops.
Wait,
That never
Sammer,
stops.
It's a Manscaped dude. So
Sammer,
yeah.
does it come in that full downstairs?
It just but downstairs comes in like 2 days worth of time, as opposed to this is about 2 weeks here. But yeah,
I want it. Bro.
I actually have I have
know
a
you.
small family of canaries that lives on the left side here. They're out right now. They're fetching worm and food and whatnot. But
The Super Bowl's in Arizona, by the way.
I thought it was in fucking whatever.
Evan, you
You
said
dumb
he left a
motherfucker.
gaping
One
hole.
desert.
And
Yeah.
if we specialize in anything on this podcast, it's
Holes.
gaping holes.
Oh,
You said he
absolutely.
left a gaping hole.
I'm a gamer, man.
That's true.
But I have a question. So Gronk went out week 3, wasn't it? And we didn't get him back for what, like fucking 8 weeks? I think.
Yeah, week 11.
We won 13 games. We were okay. I'm not saying Gronk isn't important. Don't misunderstand what the fuck I'm saying. What I'm saying is we have 12 still. We got 13. 14 might be out for the first couple weeks, but he's going to be fine. I love the addition of Gage. We still have guys. You said we don't know what Kadon is, but you're a draft guy, much more knowledgeable than us. What is Kadon's draft profile? What is he projected to be? Because when I look at him, I see a great blocker, athletic, can catch the ball. He's not fucking Waller. He's not Kelsey, but athletic enough. But he'll stick his face in the fucking fan. He's willing to block.
Yeah, he's a true wide tight end. I mean, he's exactly what Rob Gronkowski plays. You know, that guy that you're going to line up on the in line. Might line him up wide or in the slot every now and then, but mostly he's going to be on that offensive line or he's going to be, back off a shade. And Otten's a really good receiver. He doesn't have a whole lot of yak ability. He's got great hands. He can get down the seam. He can stretch the field. However, when it does come to his run blocking, he's still got a lot to learn. And the fact that he hasn't been through minicamp and all that stuff does raise some not necessarily doubts, but you want to see your rookies on the field. You know what you want to know what you have going into training camp, even though training camp is when you really figure out what you have. Still, man, it's just not an ideal situation. And then plus, when you mention Chris Godwin's injury, that's another part of it. But then here's the big part is we're missing two starters on the offensive line at this point. I mean, now granted, Shaq Mason is essentially a swap out for Alex Kappa. You can even call it an upgrade, and I don't think anybody's going to disagree with you. But on the left-hand side, you've got, probably Luke Gadecki or Aaron Stinney, whoever wins that spot. And we don't know just yet how this offensive line is going to gel, because one reason why the offensive line was so good was because of the continuity over the last 2 seasons. You can even go back to the last 3 seasons in 2019, because that's when Alex Kappa first started. His redshirt year was 2018. So there's a lot of moving pieces. And yes, overall, the Buccaneers should be fine. And when you look at this offense historically, 2015, the Cardinals with Bruce, I know now Bruce Arians isn't the head coach, but technically this is still his offense, even though Byron's going to be putting his own stuff in there. But 2015, the Cardinals were 31st in tight end targets in the passing game. 2016, they were 27th. 2017, they were 18th. Now 2019 comes around, the Bucs jump up to 11th in tight end targets. A lot of that could have been Jameis Winston and his love for tight ends. They also had 2 good tight ends in O.J. Howard and Cameron Brate.
Jameis Winston's love for tight ends.
Yeah, I mean, we all know that. But then also in 20,
We all love tight ends. Come on.
Gronk comes.
Who
Hey,
doesn't like a tight end who also just happens to be driving Uber? Go ahead.
yeah, especially in a pair of Levi's, man. But so 2020 and 2021, 9th and 3rd. But obviously that's when Gronk comes in. So the question is, moving forward, if the Bucs do want to find a not replacement, but a body to help fill the void, what does Tom Brady want? Does he want a tight end that's mostly going to block and not be involved? Does he want a guy like an Eric Ebron who's not been consistent, but he's super athletic, and if he comes in, he has the skill set and the traits to at least make some kind of plays, that to me is going to matter more than what the Bucs actually want at the end of the day.
There's only one answer here. There's only one answer, Evan. Listen, and Stank beautifully tweeted it out the other day. There's a Buccaneer legend out there. There's a free agent right now.
Yeah.
Yes,
All player.
Fucking legend.
Bring in the Canadian, man. Let's go.
Make
wrong
big
legend.
plays. No, wrong guy. You listen.
Wrong
Big
legend.
players make big plays. Big players make big plays in big games, and he made the biggest one, bro.
He sure
biggest
did.
contribution. That's Jared Cook, baby.
Jared
Yeah.
Cook.
He's been a Buccaneer.
According to Saints fans, he's the reason they lost that game.
Right,
That-
dude.
The only reason.
on
The
its
only
own.
reason.
I
Listen,
can't remember what.
Lewis and SoCal said tight end position is a wet, massive hole in the lineup.
God, you guys, this, Lewis, I
I mean,
love you.
if it's
I
wet,
love you. And
though, it's
I
turned
love
on.
I love everyone in the chat and on Twitter. I love everyone, but people, I'm convinced people just like to bitch.
Oh yeah, for
They
sure.
just like to be like, guys, we have weapons everywhere. You
It's-
adjust. If you have a Rob Gronkowski, you use a Rob Gronkowski. If
Right.
you have a Mike Evans, a Chris Godwin, and a Gage, you fucking use those guys. It's gonna be okay. The sky's not falling. Relax.
Evan, do the Bucs have a roster already littered with enough pieces to kind of take over as like a group of tight ends? Cam Brate doing what he does. Obviously, these two younger guys that seem to be good at blocking more so than they are at doing what Gronk did per se. I feel like there's a better connection between Tom and Cam, obviously. Or do we need to go outside and get something that fits the mold? Because Tom Brady has played parts of seasons without Gronk, and he's fared just fine. So is Gronk a necessity, or was he more or less just kind of a luxury at that point?
Oh, he was definitely a luxury, man. All day long, a luxury for sure. And when it comes to what they need, in my opinion, I think they need somebody who can do a little bit of both, because we remember the O.J. Howard and the Cam Brate days. Cam Brate, like I said, not that great of a run blocker. When he came into the lineup, we kind of knew it was going to be a pass. He'll block every now and then. But then when O.J. Howard was in, you never really knew, because he was a pretty good blocker as well as obviously a really athletic receiver. And that kind of keeps defenses on their heels. Like if you're trotting out Keith every single snap, and obviously that's not going to happen, but let's just say for the sake of this conversation, then defenses are going to probably key on the run. They're not going to treat him as a receiving threat, which allows them to create all kinds of other mismatches, post-snap, pre-snap, man up on their assignments, whatever they need to do. So just moving forward, I think they just need to find somebody who can do a little bit of both, who's maybe not so great and not excels at one or the other, but who can just get out there and at least keep a defense on their toes.
Kate Otten, just saying.
Cameron, can you put yourself full screen so people can get a real good look at that beard?
Yeah, put yourself full screen, bro.
Yeah.
Because Lewis and SoCal said you look like an LA hobo. And guys, I'm
it's
here
my
to confirm.
playoff beard, guys. It's my
I'm here to
playoff
confirm.
beard. It's my
No,
playoff
shut your
beard.
face. Shut your face. I'm here to confirm, guys. He walked in his
something in
office. He plugged in Zoom and he said, "Excuse me a second." He literally two steps back from behind that chair and he took a shit right in the middle of his office.
He sure did.
Definitely LA hobo, bro.
He
just
sure
went,
did.
I'm not even going to the bathroom. I'm just gonna do it right
It's
here.
funny.
'Cause
Yep.
it's 5 minutes before the show. I said, "Wow."
The entire time Evan was talking, nobody was paying attention. The chat room was just all about Sammer's beard. Nobody's talking about football. Fucking Evan's over
This
there
show is
dropping
lost.
knowledge bombs.
We are lost as a fan base of on this podcast. We're
When were we ever found, bro? The fuck?
Wow, baby oil, gaping
So
holes,
hold
in
on.
Sammer's beard.
Should we replace Stank with my beard? Should that just be the third host from here on out?
We could.
Dude, just like have like a green screen of the beard and just have it just talk whenever. I mean,
I was actually kind of getting impressed with my beard until you came in there with this thing, bro. What the fuck?
Your beard is fucking weird and it's not blended. Shut your face.
Listen,
You're not
the
part
amount
beard
of facial
conversation.
hair on your face, Stank, is something that would take me about a few hours to grow.
What's
There's
up,
so
Brad?
many different colors.
You guys
in
all
my
said I
fucking
colored
beard,
it in.
too.
There's no way I could color this in. This is 100% real.
No, that's real. That's 100% real.
This is that
Hey,
Brillo
Evan,
pad, dude. This is that Brillo pad, too.
Evan, we're back. We're back to talking a little bit of football. I know
Yeah.
people want to talk about taking shit.
dude, I'm down to talk about beards all day. I
We
mean,
can
I'm
do
a
that, but
big not a-
North Sports Dynasty said Bucks can trade for a tight end. What's the realistic possibility of that? And who in your mind do you think would be a target or would even be available?
Dalton Schultz would be number one out of Dallas, and he's a pretty decent receiver or tight end rather. He's a receiving tight end, but he's had a really past couple of successful years, and the key with him is he's currently under the franchise tag, which is about $10 million, but he's wanting a new deal. You could argue the Bucs, you could argue the Bucs are looking for a permanent solution to the position. So he wouldn't be a bad idea. A guy though that I want. No, you're good. Hey, you
No,
can
Evan, you have to stop, bro.
Hold your thought, Evan, because I see the chat. Go ahead, guys.
Looking at Stank's beard, I suddenly want potatoes.
As an Irishman, I totally feel that.
No,
Listen, I've been known to inspire people to salivate over root
Zach
vegetables.
says Stank can't grow hair from the earlobes up.
up.
I'm sorry.
This show is so stupid.
This show's so bad.
This show is so dumb.
This is bad.
Evan, I don't know what the fuck
Continue,
you're talking
Evan.
about.
No, I do.
I just said Dalton Schultz from Dallas, man, is probably the most realistic. I would love to see him go after Dawson Knox. Buffalo loves Dawson Knox, but they can't pay everybody. And then you've got a couple of guys out there. The kid out of Cincinnati, Drew Sample, but he's really, really largely unproven. And plus, they might need him in case Hayden Hurst goes down. But outside of that, there's really not too many like actual tight ends on the block. But there's one other option. He's out of Kansas City. I can't think of it off the top of my head. Yeah,
Travis Kelce coming to Tampa.
Yeah, right. No, but he's a really good receiver, but he's also injured. So, I mean, it's gonna be tough for them to actually find something. But the most realistic option out there is definitely Dalton Schultz from the Cowboys.
Could we afford somebody like that? Like, aren't we pretty tight? I mean, we have $12 million cap now, but when we release Pinion and stuff, but we still got to sign Hall. We still need some little.
You need three to four million. Yeah, you need.
What a dumb question, bro. The cap is a myth.
It's all
right.
Over the fuck.
That's very true. Well, the key with Schultz would be a long-term deal, and yeah, plus you still need $3 to $4 million for practice squad. You need $3 to $5 million for your injuries, all that stuff. So yeah, they would definitely have to work out a long-term deal with Schultz, and that's the question they'd have to ask themselves. You know, do we want to go ahead and lock this position up for the future or the foreseeable future with a guy that we've never had any kind of in-game contact with, you know, and that just all depends on the Bucs at the end of the day.
What's his price tag?
He just says he wants a new deal. There hasn't, you know, part of A to Z, one of our teams we cover are the Cowboys, and we haven't heard or seen or read about anything. He just wants a new deal. He wants a long.
Is he a free agent? He's on the franchise tag, right? Has he
so
signed?
He's right now.
He signed it. He signed it.
So for the Bucs to acquire him, what do the Bucs have to give up? Is what I'm asking.
Well, it depends on if they sign him with non-exclusive tag, which is probably what they did sign him with to. That detail I haven't checked into. But if that's the case, if it's the non-exclusive, then the Bucs would have to give up 2 first-rounders and also pay up his franchise salary as well. So yeah, I mean it's a long shot for sure. And honestly, that's the only guy really out there that might be on the block.
Interesting nugget I heard on a fantasy football show I listened to, coming out of Buffalo, by the way. I don't know if you saw that, Evan, or not, but you mentioned Dawson Knox, which I like him a lot. But the word out of Buffalo is that OJ does not look the same. Everybody criticized the Bucs for letting him go. They said that he looks super sluggish, doesn't look as athletic running routes, doesn't look comfortable, just not the same dude after the Achilles injury. So that's kind of interesting that he didn't get much burn towards the end when he was here and that they let him walk. You know,
and
there's
honestly,
reasons why, people.
Yeah, and that honestly hurts, you know, the potential of trading for Dawson Knox because OJ Howard has shown he can produce in the NFL, even though he hasn't a couple of years. But you would think that if he was showing Buffalo anything, they might feel comfortable letting Knox go. But it would be expensive to get Knox too. I'm sure they wouldn't give up anything, or they wouldn't take anything less than a 3rd-round pick for him. So it would just all depend really at the end of the day.
Evan, you alluded to it earlier. This offense doesn't need the tight end position if it doesn't want it, and they could just, you know, rally around this receiving core and
don't forget Leonard Fournette
all the
had
additional
69
backs.
receptions. Yeah, Leonard Fournette had 69 receptions last year.
And we got Rashad.
Yeah,
I like
I'm stoked for him, man. I'm stoked for him.
I just have a feeling if we're gonna miss Gronk in any way, shape, or form, it's gonna be what he brings to the blocking side of things, as opposed to the. I mean, I know Tom kind of used him as a safety blanket a couple of times last year throughout different games. He kind of uses him to jumpstart the offense at times even. But if you take that away from him, it's just Tom Brady finding somebody else, finding his James White or Rashad White in this case. So I feel like we're going to miss him, though, when it comes to run blocking, when it comes to pass like protection, like helping. So is there anything on this current roster that could kind of fill that void decently enough? I know Cam Brate doesn't block.
Right.
We don't know
I
what
keep
those rookies
saying it,
really do.
motherfucker. I gotta say it in fucking Samir language. Cade fucking Otten.
I know, but we don't know. We don't know that yet.
Yeah.
They're rookies.
Right.
They're gonna fuck up.
No,
Can
there's
you take
nothing
that
on the
chance?
roster that's gonna block like that. No,
Dang.
there
Yeah,
isn't.
there's currently nobody. No,
But we had a stretch from week 3 to week 11. I said at the beginning too, and nobody's listening. And it was fine. The sky didn't fall without Gronk. We were okay.
And honestly, out of all the free agents that I've looked at, trade options, blah, 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 so on and so forth, Chris Herndon, the former Jets and Vikings tight end, makes a lot of sense. Todd Bowles drafted him when he was head coach of the Jets in 2018. Had a really good rookie season, but then had a really bad injuries the next year that kept him from playing all but one game. Rebounded the next year with a 30-catch season, but then last year had his worst year outside of being injured. But he only played
the one that's dating homegirl from Good Morning Football.
That I have no. Oh, Kay Adams, I have no idea.
I think he was dating Kay Adams. Listen, if he
Go
is,
Chris.
solid.
Go Chris.
Welcome to the squad, bro.
Right.
Listen,
But,
the chat room seems to think bringing Tebow in.
Yeah, I was gonna say those are burners that Stank created because there's only one fucking Gator fan on the show, and that's fucking stupid. No, we're not bringing baby Jesus.
You know, Brady's got familiarity with him.
Bro, the minute that guy went on the sidelines like, "My God is an awesome God." Not that I'm not religious, but Brady be like, "Shut the fuck up. Get the fuck off my sideline, bro."
Last thing we need is Jesus in that fucking locker room, all right? I'm a
Imagine
firm,
Brady throwing a tablet saying, "Let's fucking go," and Tim Tebow was like, "Let's go."
I'm a firm opponent of bringing God or Jesus into the fold. We don't need that.
Wow.
We can win without God. We have Tom Brady.
You godless Jezebel.
Win without God.
Listen, again, like I said, you guys are falling for the banana in the tailpipe. Peter and Pelagic is the only one who understands what this really means. He's coming back.
Lewis,
He's
that's a
coming
horrible
back.
idea. I respect
Let's
you, Lewis,
entertain
but we're
that.
not signing Julio Jones to be a tight end, bro.
Let's entertain that though for a second. We all remember what Gronk looked like those first 3 to 4 weeks in 2020.
Had to get the grease rolling a little bit.
I mean, I'm sure he's training right now or just keeping in shape rather, but I would almost rather not see him come back after week 12 or something like that because we have no clue.
You must not like winning Super Bowls then, Evan.
I mean, if you just think of we know his
Steak's on
personality.
fire tonight.
We
boy.
know his dude.
Kill him.
We know what he likes to do. I would not have very much faith that he'd be ready to go if he came back later in the season. But hey, I'm always wrong. So
This
the
is the way it's gonna play out.
Tennessee Titans fan.
Rob Gronkowski will make it back for the 69th offensive play of the season. That's what I think is the actual plan at hand.
Sammer,
Makes
I
a lot of
normally don't
sense.
do this. We like having people in the chat. We got 44 people watching right now. A little low. We're coming back, guys. It's been a while since it's been live. But listen,
vacation.
I normally don't do this. I normally don't tell people to get the fuck out. But North Sports Dynasty said bring in Taysom Hill. Are you fucking crazy? I'm not bringing in a Saint, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Leave. Fucking leave.
Yeah,
Okay?
ban that guy for at least an hour.
Gerald Strahan, $5 super chat. So stoked for Dallas invasion. Listen, Gerald, I can't wait, bro. We've already discussed this. Me and Sammer had meetings without Stank. He's rubbing everybody's back and feet with baby oil. It's confirmed. You're getting a rub down by Stank. I can't wait for you to experience that. It's
You know who's getting a rub down from me is
life changing.
the guy who spells his name Buck1 Kane1 ERS in the chat. He knows where this hat's from. I love you, bro. You're a fucking smart dude. One of the greatest
Where's the hat
anime
from?
shows
Tell us
ever
where the
created.
fucking hat's from.
It's from One
yeah,
Piece. From One Piece. It's an anime show. Yes, I'm a weeb. I like anime.
I also just so we got listen. It's like a diet, right? We got to have a little bit of balance, guys. Right? Michael Pless. Let's do some analysis here.
Oh, that guy's always coming in here with smart shit.
With
It's
knowledge.
good
actual
shit. It's all knowledge.
With knowledge?
I
Michael
know.
Pless says-
He's always
Michael
trying to
Pless
bring
says-
down our fun.
Hey, shut the fuck up for a second.
Taking our
Shut
fun
your
away.
face, Cali Bucks.
Taking our
It
fun
said
away.
Michael Pless. Shout out to
Straw Hat Luffy,
the
yes.
name of the show. God damn it. I'm not on my football shit right now. I don't remember. Sorry, Michael. Drop it in there. Drop the link. Listen, Bucs will run the ball more and utilize its receivers and running backs more. Otten and Cleft will block well enough. If they do sign a veteran, Hemden makes a lot of sense. Like Evan said, I love it, Mike. I love it, Mike.
He was asked to block on 44.6% of his snaps last year. So if the dude blocks, he can catch the ball. I mean, honestly, that makes the most sense. But I just wonder what the hell happened in Minnesota. I know he was behind Tyler Conkin. Irv Smith got hurt. And then they also had God, I'm drawing a blank on the other tight end. So he was buried down on the depth chart a little bit, but still, it's just weird that he played so sparingly last year. So you got to wonder if it was more of a Minnesota thing or a him thing. But that's who makes the most sense to me.
Evan, there's a pretty good idea here. Lindsay in the chat says, call Andy Reid and offer him a lifetime supply of cheeseburgers for Travis Kelce.
He might take it.
Hey, listen,
He might take it.
I
Hey,
know,
throw
I've heard
Hawaiian
Andy
shirt.
Reid has never once turned down a cheeseburger from any place or person.
Or a
Clearly.
Hawaiian shirt. So, I mean, let's do it. I mean, dude, if we like get him hooked up with Tommy Bahama or something, which he's probably already hooked up with it. But,
Yeah,
you know.
I think
Well,
he
there's a
wears those
point where-
because he doesn't say no to cheeseburgers. He has no choice
Yeah.
but to wear those or muumuus at that
Here's
point.
the problem,
right?
though. I'm
There's
just
a point
not
where you're
I'm not
forced to wear
interested in
Hawaiian
Travis Kelce. He doesn't block. He doesn't block. I'm just not interested. I'm good.
I mean,
He's a-
for
We
what
have
he-
enough receiving options. He can't block. I'm not interested. I mean, and 54 on this team shut his ass down like a little bitch.
yeah, it's
I'm
true.
just not. I'm not interested in giving up a lifetime supply of cheeseburgers. That's a lot for a guy that got shut down by 54 and doesn't fucking block.
But
The
it's only
answer's Jared.
cheeseburgers.
The answer's Jared Cook. Move on.
It
It's
is.
only-
He just doesn't block though. He was literally out of all the tight ends, like starting caliber tight ends or tight ends that contributed last
But
year.
he's
He was-
already contributed to this team, Evan. Do you not
That's why we
understand?
have
Like,
O'Keefe and
that's
Ali Ali
it.
Ottenfree.
Like,
Yeah, no, I mean that makes sense. I mean it makes sense at the end of the day. Put one guy on one side of the line, put the other on the other side, and I mean just have at it.
Listen, you bring in Jared, you put him in the tight end room, and he's like, "Listen, guys, this is what you don't do.
yeah, he knows.
Fumble in the division
He knows
round."
all of what not to
Wow.
do.
I just want to be on. I just want to be on a fly on the wall when Antoine first comes up and talks to him. That's what I want to
He's
see.
gonna shake
Did we
his
get a
hand and
super
say
chat,
thanks.
boys? Did I see a super chat flash
Yeah,
up on the screen?
it was
Yeah, we
Gerald,
already
man.
mentioned it, man.
I already mentioned.
Oh, okay. Well, let's mention it again. I think we got a super chat from Gerald. He's excited for the Cowboys
Awesome,
game takeover. Can't
The
fucking wait.
invasion. What take? What take
Invasion.
Oh,
Whatever.
Mike-
We're
Michael
taking
Pless-
over. We're invading. We're bringing our fucking meat to Dallas.
Real Bucks talk, by the way, is Michael Pless's show.
Real Bucks Day. I'm sorry, Michael. I'm totally out of football.
What'd you
form.
say?
I just said
He
Michael
didn't
Pless.
give
I
him
can't remember the name of the
anything.
show.
He didn't say. He didn't even say anything. He didn't even try.
So
Bucks by
fucking,
30.
Evan, you
that's
could
so
have fucking helped. You knew,
amateurish.
son of a bitch.
So rude and amateurish. He's in here just
Evan,
dropping
Evan,
knowledge
Evan.
in a chat room that's
Yeah,
calling
I
for
could,
Tim
I could
Tebow.
totally like
It's-
run
it's-
y'all show for you if you want me to.
Inside joke between me and Evan. Did you know? You knew.
Dude,
You,
I was gonna
you knew
text
you didn't bail me out.
I was gonna send that the other day, but I was like, no, I don't want to. I want to keep the joke like still funny. I'm the kind of guy who like runs a joke into the ground like it's way too fast. So
You
Yeah,
look
we-
like that
keep
kind of
that
guy.
one.
We've heard everybody's opinion on the panel except for Sammer's Beard. Sammer's Beard, who do you think is going to replace Rob Gronkowski?
It's gonna be a very gruff answer. I have a feeling.
I heard Jerry Cook.
I just
That's what I heard. Listen, that's what I heard.
46 people watching you rub your microphone on a beard, bro. Wait, rub
Hey.
your microphone on a beard. I mean, rub your beard on a microphone.
How do you? No, it works both ways actually.
It's the
Works both
closest my beard's ever been to something this like shaft-like and girthy. I will.
I'm
say
sure
that.
it is.
I doubt that.
Whoa, Evan, what's wrong with that? Huh?
Nothing, man.
All right.
Listen, Evan said it best, and I know this will make Sammer cringe because Sammer likes to give every guest shit, but he's right. Gronk is irreplaceable, leaves a massive hole, but at the end of the day,
It'll be fine.
it was a luxury. It's literally a luxury. It's like the first year when we have Mike Evans and we have Chris Godwin and we have Scotty. It's like, oh fuck, we signed AB. Goddamn, we got Leonard Fournette. We got Gronk out of retire. It was like, Jesus, man, it's just a fucking filthy amount of weapons. We're okay. Like 13 is still on this team. Last time I checked, still first ballot Hall of Famer. Godwin is going to be fine. Russell Gage, sneaky signing. That guy's going to be a fucking stud.
Can't wait for him.
Stud. And then you still have, like Evan mentioned, Leonard Fournette has 69 catches out of the backfield. Probably going to see that number go up with the absence of Gronk.
We've got a plethora
Gonna
of
run the
running
ball
backs
more.
that can catch the ball.
And
Yeah,
we still haven't even
everybody's-
mentioned Scotty Miller, wide receiver one. And what
Yeah.
the fuck?
People,
Dude,
people
this is
talk
gonna end
about
up-
Gio Bernard and Rashad. So we
Why
got
you
backs
say-
that can catch balls.
Why you say it like that? I think ends up being a blessing in disguise. More balls going to Mike, more balls going to Gage. Maybe seeing more, two running back type sets next to Brady. Kind of take it back a little bit of what he used to do back in New England with McDaniels. Dude, if you get Rashad out there, give him, half those catches go to him as opposed to Gronk. Dude, I think we're fine.
It hurts you in the red zone,
Hey,
man. Gronk's a
It'll-
mismatch.
It'll
Every
hurt the
day, every
safety
day.
blanket.
It hurts in the
that
red
Tom
zone.
had that little that last minute he always could look for Gronk and he'd find Gronk and they had that unspoken chemistry and whatnot. That's the only time I see it affected, but that's only, I really think, like 5% of the offense. It doesn't matter.
Well, that's honestly why I was calling to bring a guy like Julio, who is a fucking amazing red zone threat. Maybe he doesn't make the roster, but I don't know. Listen, Tom called him for a reason. You can laugh it off. I didn't make that shit up. Tom Brady called.
He's coming.
Julio.
He's gonna be a Buck.
Hey, Lewis and SoCal brings up a good one, and Evan's written a ton of stories. I'm sure you've come across that or the news of that. Will Darden take a step? I know some people have written him off. I don't. Listen, he looks coming from a small school, Evan, not getting the offense fully and just being thrust into the NFL. It's no joke, man. When you drink it out of a fire hose type thing, trying to figure out not only the physical part of the game but the mental part of it. It's a lot. He feels a lot more comfortable now, and from all reports, he looks fucking insane, even better than he did last year.
Well, see, that I'm glad that was a perfect segue, because the strangest thing about Darden, I'm with you on all of that, and I think why expectations were so high on him going into once the season actually started, not when he was drafted, was because of the baller training camp he had. I mean, dude. It got to the point where they were running him out there against the first team defense because he kept smoking everybody on the second and third team defense. And he looked, it was the day one of those days were the days I saw y'all. And he looked sensational. He had a few drops here and there, made some rookie mistakes, but overall he looked good. And then once the lights came on, man, he just dissipated. But hey, real quick,
outside of him looking terrible returning kicks, I didn't think he looked that bad in the passing game.
Outside of the Washington.
Yeah, the fumble. It was
It's gonna happen to rookie.
I lost my fantasy game that week because they did not change that to a fumble.
So that's why you hate him.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course, dude. But saying, to go back to your red zone point about Gronkowski, I completely agree with you. He's going to be missed down there. But fun fact for the day, both Chris Godwin, and granted, Gronk missed 5 games last year, but Chris Godwin and Cameron Brate both had as many or more red zone touchdowns.
Yeah, I know we've got weapons here.
So, yeah,
and isn't Mike Evans like a red zone machine? Yeah, Brady loves going to Evans in the red zone.
He's arguably like the top receiving red zone threat at this point.
Just run the ball. They're just going to run the ball and throw it. They're going to run it to Vita and throw it to Vita. And you have a secret fucking weapon in terms of the red zone. He's a gem. He's an unstoppable force. This is the moment that Vita gets to shine. This has all been leading up to this moment.
Fucking bro,
he's gone.
You're brilliant, Sammer. That's the answer.
That's the
fucking answer.
He can block. He can catch. He can run the ball. I mean, he could probably snap the ball. He could probably throw the fucking ball. He could do everything on that offensive skills across the board. So Vita Vea is already here.
I need you to do something right now. I need you to shut the fuck up, pull your phone out, and text Todd Bowles right now.
I don't what to Vita needs to get the ball.
No, Vita Vea is the starting tight end.
I mean, just all you gotta do is look at his high school tape whenever he played running back in high school, and he was out there just mauling dudes. So yeah, I mean, makes total sense.
Our guy played the computer. He's asking for Tanner Hudson to come back. Anybody here for that?
I mean, at this point, why not? Why the fuck not? He knows the offense. He's shown.
Shut the fuck up with that shit, dude. I can't stand the fucking third string tight end preseason hype machine. Every fucking goddamn 2-3 years.
Tanner guy.
We were
it reminds me of Ernest Graham. Yeah, and that's once in a fucking million. That's one in a million that's ever gonna happen.
Oh.
Hey,
all right,
listen,
the preseason champ.
No Ernest Graham slander.
All you fucking haters of Ernest Graham. As a Bucs fan in that era, all I had was Mr. fucking August. So shut the fuck up. That's all I had.
I agree with you. I'm saying he's one in a million, but all the other Mr. Augusts, shut the fuck up. When he had chances to play and it mattered, the guy was fucking terrible. He didn't do shit. I think he had big drops.
So you're saying like all Mr. August aren't built the same, like Taekwon Underwood? Not the same?
No, they're all built the same except for our guy. That's it. Ernest Graham is the exception. He accidentally became Mr. August. That's all. Every other Mr. August, there's a reason they call him Mr. August and not Mr. December.
Listen, I respect Pewter Report. Somebody put in the chat there, Pewter Report's calling Darden the sleeper of the offense. I'm just saying, it's his second year. He's more comfortable.
I could see it. No Chris Godwin to start the year. I could see that shit. I could see it.
I mean, I could see it too, but I'm waiting till the offseason's over with before I start.
Yeah.
Really.
He did some preseason games. See with some pads on.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, exactly.
The competition in the receiver room it's going to be nice to see, especially if they did bring in a guy like
Sammer
Julio.
knows he's got solid taste in cars. He's got a solid taste in cars.
He does have solid taste in cars. There's somebody in the chat who says, Sammer, just say Kyle Rudolph already. Is that an option? Is that a possibility, Evan? Is that something that would happen?
He's probably he's one of the top 3 to 5 options for sure. He makes a lot of sense, but he's just not an athletic guy.
Isn't he older than Brady, bro?
He's not old enough. He is about 33 or 34, though, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I mean, he's about Gronk's age at the end of the day. But he's a big, bulky guy. He's a good blocker, and he'll be a good red zone threat, but you're not going to get much out of that. Much else out of him than that.
What about Zach Ertz, who's recently traded to the Cardinals? Is he solidified there, or is that something that they don't really – is he an option, movable?
They said they signed him to a 3-year deal.
Gave him lots of money, too.
About 30 million, I think, something like that. I know. Hey, I looked them up when I wrote my top tight end things. That's the only way I know. So
I know nothing about these other fucking teams, but yeah, I guess that takes that one off.
Yeah.
People in the chat are calling you out. Gerald Strahan, Evan, says, "Where's your Bucs gear at?"
He can't, man. He's an
he's
unbiased.
Not an actual. He's not a
Bucs fan anymore.
He's not a Bucs fan.
He doesn't have Bob Marley on the wall.
Well, so I would have to completely disconnect all of my setup. If y'all were to see my closet, then you would see everything.
You probably can't see that he has a penguin calendar on as well either. I don't know if that's showing.
I was wondering if anybody was going to say anything.
Tom in Michigan, I think super chat.
Sam's got it cut out.
OJ
That's
Howard,
rough, man.
Colder than a Buffalo massage therapist.
Tom, it's the wrong time to be talking about massage therapists. I'm just
never
saying.
the wrong time.
We do have a caller waiting.
Listen, I did go by recommendation of Stank, and he's talked about it before.
Yep.
To an Oriental. I had an Oriental man rub my feet. It was amazing. It changed my life forever.
I mean, I'm out here. Listen, people got the. You need a Korean man to touch your body, bro. That's all I'm saying. And if you haven't had it done, you need to go right here, right after the show.
Wait, you never done reflexology, Evan? Because like Stank explained it to me, and it's exactly like I explained. You walk into a room, it's very quiet, dim lights, very calm.
Mm-hmm.
Then they soak your feet in this bucket. It's not exactly comfortable. It's throwback shit, right?
Yeah.
Not exactly comfortable, but there's these salts in there. They soak your feet in there for like 15 minutes. Then this little Oriental guy comes out, a little Asian guy comes out.
I don't think that's that we use that term anymore. Continue.
Okay, cool. Korean, cool, whatever. Listen, takes your feet out, right? And he dries them like he's drying the feet of a newborn baby.
Mm-hmm.
Like just soft pats.
Just soft pats.
So he used a
between
tiny
the toes. Then he gets this hot oil.
Like flossing in between.
Yes, he does that. He flosses between toes. Then he gets this hot oil.
Yeah.
And he proceeds to do like reflex, which is like pinpoint, like pressure point massages on
Deshaun
your feet.
Watson just sent us a super chat donation.
Fucking amazing, bro.
He would hate it. He would hate. Deshaun would hate that place.
It will change your life. Callie, dude, I don't care if it's a dude or a girl. I don't care, bro. I don't care.
Oh man, listen, Callie, sometimes you need a touch of another man. All right, that's all I'm saying.
The one thing I love about this show is it gets you like so ready for all the uncomfortable conversations in life. Like, I feel like it's been an hour here, and that dude who confronted me at the liquor store the other day saying he was the angel Michael and he was going to forgive me for all of my sins, and I now have my angel wings. Like, I could have dealt with that so much better if I just would have come on the show like 3 days ago.
This is a very woke show.
True.
This is very woke show. We prepare you
like hurling a ball and
woke.
We are a very woke show. We prepare you for real shit that's happening right now in the streets, man. You come on the show,
Gerald,
you instantly get street cred.
I would have the chat know the reflexology is just every now and then, but the pedicures, real men, I get a pedicure twice a month, every 2 weeks.
I love it. More foot talk. Way more foot talk. Let's continue with the feet talk.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna talk about that, then I mean, Sammer has his Mammoth Muslim fan page. I have a foot page. If you guys would like to subscribe, I have beautiful feet. I just post
onlyfans.com.
Onlyfeet.com.
/ Poppy, small I, latte, all caps, feet. It's beautiful.
Wow, that's pretty weird. But
yeah, y'all can see my feet. You guys can see my feet for free, and there's no paywall.
I'll be debuting a Twitter account just for my beard here in a few days. But this is not going to be
a silly question, Gerald.
Gerald, that's a dumb question.
Dumb question.
I love you, but he said, "Stank, are you going to be barefoot in Dallas?" Come on, man.
Yeah, come
He was
on, man.
barefooted
You're
fucking
gonna
LA,
I'm not even
bro.
gonna bring shoes. I'm not even bringing shoes, dude.
He
I mean,
only
you could do
owns
the airport that much easier. Why
he only
bring-
owns he only owns slides. These like fucking really ugly fucking shower shoes that he wears every now and then. And then he
Yeah.
has these Nike orthopedic threes that he wears all the time. I mean, I've never seen him really outside of those two options.
Say
And barefoot.
prescription Nikes. You told
Yeah,
me.
he has prescription Nikes. It's called the orthopedic
He does.
threes.
He literally does, bro. I remember
Velcro
the day we
and
saw him, I
everything.
was like, what the fuck is that, bro? They're like, look at this thick. And the
I-
bubble is this thick.
You should have
How the
seen it,
fuck is
Latte.
the
I
bubble
got to his house before you did, and I looked him right dead in the eyes with all seriousness, and I go, I didn't know Nike made prescription shoes. Why
They
are
do,
you
bro.
wearing orthopedic 12s? What are these?
Listen, they're comfortable. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, they're Velcro strapped. Like, they are set up for the old man, right?
What's wrong with Velcro, man? It just makes it a lot easier.
Yep, yeah.
Oh God, Stank is it's just too easy. That's why we love you, bro.
We should take this phone call. I'm not sure if this is Smitty or Tom in Michigan. I can't remember the area code. We haven't done this in a little bit. So we're going to go to 678. You're on with the Loose Cannons, who have completely gone off the rails and have not spoken about football in probably like 20 minutes. What's up?
That's Smitty.
Hello?
That's
Hello?
Hey, this me. Hey, what's up, fellas? I didn't know that. Let me put this thing down, man. What's good,
What's up,
family?
What's up,
What's
man?
up?
Hey,
Smitty?
hey, man. Salute to my boy. What's his name? That just retired.
Gronk.
Gronk?
Yeah, Gronk. And he
Gronk.
did his thing, man. But next man, yeah, Gronk. Next man up, man. Let's see what these. The next man up, we're gonna bring in Taysom. What's that guy from New Orleans? We're gonna bring him in.
The
He
fuck we
already knows
are.
I
I'm
play.
about to hang up on you.
Smitty?
We're not bringing in a
Smitty?
fucking saint.
Smitty, cut it out.
Hey, I'm just messing with you. You know I like messing with y'all. Let me ask Evan something. My grandson said you played in the Spider-Man movie. You played Spider-Man, Evans. Was that you? He's
Yeah,
arguing
man.
down there. That's the Spider-Man. He said you
No,
was
no way
Spider-Man.
home, baby. That's me all day.
Okay, yeah, that was him. I just told my grandson this. He said, I knew it.
You know what?
Anyway,
Evan?
man.
You're like a combination of Toby, and whoever that other dude came up after Toby. You did those really shitty three.
Andrew
movies.
Garfield.
Yeah, you're Garfield and Toby like blended into one spider loser looking dude.
I mean, honestly,
No
that's like
offense.
the best compliment I've received in like 6 months. So I'll take it. Let's roll.
No,
with
no,
it.
no,
Okay,
no, no, no,
then.
no. Hold on. Pump the brakes. Because Smitty meant Tobey Maguire Spider-Man before he became Spider-Man. It's not muscled up Toby after he became Spider-Man. Before, when he was like, he had the arms that look like little noodles. That's what you look
Getting
like.
pushed in the
That's still a
lockers.
compliment. It's still a compliment.
So getting pushed in the
Yeah,
lockers.
my grandson.
Peter
He said he's a big fan of yours, man. Evans. He said he's a real big fan. Anyway, man, we're going on to the next man, and I'm looking forward for y'all coming to the ATL, man. I'm gonna join y'all when y'all come to Atlanta, man. Looking forward to that.
You already know what's
episode in
up.
Atlanta.
Listen, I expect that you're going to have our car ready at the airport again.
Yeah. It won't be
this
the truck
time.
this time.
Yeah, no, this
It
time
won't
I
be
want
the truck.
no, I want it to be the truck because I want me, Sammer,
No,
and
he don't have.
me, Sammer, and Christian are going to cram into the front
No.
of that single cab truck.
He upgraded to a Bronco.
Oh, okay, the new Bronco.
The new one, bro?
The one that OJ Simpson
Oh,
had
okay,
on the
even
highway
better.
back in
Oh,
19
so
better.
you want to
Even
pick us
better.
up? You want to pick up an Arab, a Dominican, and a barefoot white dude who looks like he came out of a trailer park. You're gonna pick us up in
Wow.
an OJ Simpson
Is it white?
fucking Bronco.
Is it a
What's wrong
white
with trailer
Bronco?
parks?
Yeah,
First of all.
it's a white one, man. It's
It's
a white one, man. So we gonna,
Yes.
That needs
All
to
right,
happen.
so
we
check
gonna
this
take
out.
pictures. We're gonna
We-
take pictures.
We are gonna have a drone with us upon our arrival there in Atlanta. So I think
Okay,
it's
fun-
only
fun
fair.
fact. Fun
We
fact:
should
Sammer always
stream.
has a drone.
We should stream
Always
from the
has a
drone
following.
on the highway,
Always
following
has a
the
drone.
Bronco. Yeah, I do have. I have a personal drone that follows me everywhere.
Hey, I have some. Somebody want to ask you. My other grandson, so you like Castro, Sammer? He's a
Fidel?
he's a history.
Dell?
But
Yeah,
yeah,
I
he
can
said
see
he
that.
feel like.
I thought he said Casper, and then he was talking about me.
I mean,
Casper-
Evan, if the
Casper-
shoe fits, Evan.
Like, yeah, I mean,
Bro,
shoot
that is
this,
a
shoot
perfect-
If the shoe fits, Evan.
That is a perfect description for that
Casper,
beard.
the
There-
friendly neighborhood
there-
ghost.
That is
And
a
one more question,
dictator-ish
other gra-
beard. There's no doubt about that shit.
My other grandson said you like Sam. You like a gangster. He said like you they read it. You
Bro,
like
how many
a real
grandsons you
dog.
got in the house right now?
Yeah, where are you
Fucking
exactly?
20 grandbabies? Jesus.
I'm not in Tampa. I'm in South Georgia. grandkids,
No,
man.
I said
I
10,
got
not
11.
Tampa. You have 10 or 11 How many grandbabies you got?
Why
11.
are
I
you?
got-
Hold
well, I got
on,
one big-
Smitty.
He's got 11 grandkids.
Listen, Smitty.
11 grandkids.
You're being
So
a
I got-
fuck,
it's gonna
you're
be
being
11
a
in
terrible.
December.
You're a terrible grandfather because none of those grandbabies
Wow.
should be watching our show.
What do you
At
mean?
all.
Man,
He's the best grandfather on the planet. All
No,
your
I
this
agree
is
with
a
that.
child-friendly show. How's kids gonna
They
know
say
where
they
to get
can't
their
wait
feet
to-
massaged, dude?
Matter of fact, I take
But
offense to it, Smitty. You should give them all device, and they should be watching individually to pump our numbers up. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Okay, I do that, man. They all got their phones, man. They watch on the phones, and they're good.
Yeah.
They Spider-Man fans, and they love. They say that
Love
they want to
Winter.
have Poppy Latte. They
We're
want to have
watching
Poppy
Loose
Latte to
Cannons
be able to play
live.
football.
Special guest we have with us today, Peter fucking Parker.
Peter Parker.
From
Smitty, thank you
the-
for calling in.
Yeah.
Hey,
the
All right,
neighborhood.
man.
Always
See y'all
love
in Atlanta,
Smitty.
man.
hey,
We'll see you in Atlanta, baby.
See y'all in Atlanta, man.
We
Yes,
got
sir.
Lindsay in the chat, and this is exactly what Stank's
Kids
talking
do love
about.
me.
Lindsay in the chat saying, I wonder why Gronk walked away this season when it will most likely be Tom Brady's last year playing, question mark. We all wonder, right? Like
Yeah,
Stank
that is
said,
funny.
you took
I
the
don't
potato in the fucking tailpipe. You took the banana in the tailpipe. He's coming back. He's going to know his boys last year. He's coming fucking back.
Yep.
And then Gerald wants to talk about the news cruise nest. I'd love to talk about that, Gerald, because I really don't see the fucking big deal. There are people.
Wait.
flipping out.
Before you go into your tirade, explain to people what that is.
It's the new section that they added in the south end zone where people used to congregate. It is what it is.
So it's bleachers now.
Yeah, I don't know. It's regular seats. I don't fucking know.
They've eliminated the standing room area
Yeah.
over there, and
Correct.
it's another whole nother section.
Correct.
Okay.
Listen, I told Sammer this. I called him today. People were freaking out. I'm like, what? Why are people freaking out? Like, why are people freaking out? I've been in that stadium. I'm sure Gerald has in the chat. B Shuck, other people that have been in there. When there's fucking less than 50% full, and 50% of that is opposing fans.
Mm-hmm.
So if they want to bring in more fucking people, more Bucs fans want to go and watch it, and they want to get on this fucking bandwagon, the more the fucking merrier. I don't care. Like, I don't understand why people are freaking out. If there's a demand, it's a fucking business.
Hey,
Yeah, everyone was so surprised.
somebody on Twitter said as soon as Brady retires, that section's going to disappear.
It is going to disappear.
It
but
is.
I don't
It's
fucking
temporary.
care.
It's
They should
temporary.
just call it the Tom tribute section.
It's
then.
temporary. The whole thing is that people are so surprised that a business that is making money and attempting to make money has come up with a solution to take money from people who are trying to give it their money. Like, what is the problem here? Like, these people are lined up and have nowhere to sit and like, we have all this money, let us sit. And the Bucs are, what are they supposed to do? Say no? So they're like, hey, came up with a fucking idea. Here it is. Boom. $2,700 for one seat. And the only people who are fucking mad, like I told you, Latte, are those fuckers who pay like $150 or $200, whatever the number is for the cheapest seat in the house, just to go stand down there. And they're mad now that they can't cheat their way down to the fucking lower section. That's all. I really don't see the problem here. Who
Look,
cares?
Gerald said it best. So it's not coming out of our mouths. Gerald said it best. He said they want to pay the 300 section prices and then stand in the end zone and
Thank
flock
you.
around.
Exactly. And you know what?
Pain in the ass.
That crowd there makes it impossible to go get a drink from that bar that's down there that charges you $4,000 for a drink. Like,
Hey,
it's
Sammer.
impossible with all those fucking bodies down there.
Sammer, you sound a little. Your Christopher Walken was coming out there for a second. I don't know if you heard that. When you were giving your tirade.
Two little mice fell in a bucket, kept turning it into butter. Can't do it the way you can.
No,
That was
sound
really
like him at all. That did not sound like him at all. I
I
thought you were
can't
doing
do
Al
that.
Pacino or something there.
Why don't you bless people with the
Like
Walken?
Bob Awesome.
The walking
you
takes a little bit of time to get going, though. That's the thing. I haven't
But you
done
can still
walking
get
in
it.
a while.
You can still do it.
I haven't done it in a while. I did it last time I did it. I was at I think it was a gas station with my kids, and they had these like Doritos. These
Give us
two
the Ray
Doritos
Liotta then.
That
You
were
can always
in
do
the
that
same
one.
flavor.
Ray
And
Liotta.
I looked at my kid. I go, 2 Doritos, 2 flavors, 1 bag.
How they come up with that?
There you go.
Frankenstein
That
never
deserves a
scared
super
me.
chat. That Chris Walken deserves a super chat.
Frankenstein never scared me. You know, we were conglomerates, friends. You know.
There it is.
Anyway, yeah. What was the one I was doing? Ray Liotta? Is that the
Ray
one you
Liotta.
wanted? Yeah.
Ever since I can remember, I can't do it.
For as long as I could remember, I'd always wanted to be a gangster.
Rest in peace.
I love that fucking guy, dude. The best part of that movie was his fucking narration over top of everything. It was
yeah.
awesome. It was like, nobody knew it, but when you came over there and you saw Polly already knew you. And if Polly knew you, then everybody knew you. And if the whole neighborhood knew you, meant you weren't getting away with anything without Paulie knowing about it.
I could just sit here for hours
I
and
could
just
do that
listening
shit.
to
I
all
can
your
narrate all
impressions.
day. I can narrate.
You
that
should
But
shit.
read, you should
this
read
is a
North
Bucs
Sports
show.
Dynasty. That's from Catch Me. North Sports Dynasty comment. That's from Catch Me If You Can. What I was saying. That's the Christopher Walken.
Oh yeah. That dude. Any movie he's in is amazing. There's one where there's like I can't remember what it's called, dude. It's a fucking weird ass movie. They're in the desert a lot of the times. His car breaks down.
Oh, the murderer one. I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking
like
about?
12 psychos or something like that.
And there's like a dog that he's protecting.
Yeah, he's got the ascot around his neck and shit.
Yeah. That movie
yeah.
is ridiculously stupid but phenomenal all at the same time. Anything that he does. Anything he does. 12 Monkeys, I think it's called.
12, no, that's Bruce Willis. It's
12 Monkeys is an amazing movie.
I think it's Bruce Willis, isn't it? But anyways, 12. I think it's 12 Psychos. I think.
12 Psychopaths. Somebody said in the chat.
Someone says seven
Seven
Psychopaths.
Psychopaths. I can't read.
Yes, rest in peace, Tony Saragusa. Goose was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome sideline reporter.
Dude, Ravens. Two Ravens ideas.
2 Ravens in one day.
That's sad, man.
Same day or 2 days?
Same day.
Same day.
Same day.
The morning was the player, and then
25-year-old,
Deuce later.
25-year-old young man was in the.
Did they say what happened to the player?
I haven't heard anything. No.
It's not good, man.
Nah.
Didn't sound good. Somebody asked if we covered Sue not coming back. We haven't really covered it specifically. Obviously, once Hicks was signed, I think it was pretty much.
Jake's been on here before, and he said it in the offseason. Said, "Listen, there's going to be some new faces, and Bucs fans are going to be a little, upset. But if you swap out Sue for another, equal or better pass rusher, D tackle, are you really going to be that upset?" That was his question that he posed to us, and I was like, "Well, no. Like, I love Sue. The only thing I'm upset about is that his like he never missed a snap."
I didn't want Logan on the field that much this year, anyways, unless he showed that he belonged on the field that much with Hicks. If he can stay healthy, and then you got Golson and Vea, you bring in Logan to move around the line, especially on passing down, stuff like that. If Hicks can stay healthy, a defensive line's going to be better than what
Disgusting.
it was.
It's going to be better
but having Hall helps Hicks stay healthy, because then he's not a forced every down type of player, which he was with the Bears until eventually that broke him down. But now you have the ability to rotate all these guys. You still have Golson, you still have Nacho, you still have all these guys that can move around. You still got what's his name, the cat who had like 6 sacks somehow last year.
Golston?
Not Golston.
You got Nelson on the outside.
Nelson, Connor, I believe it was Connor.
Oh yeah, Pat O'Connor. Right.
Pat O'Connor, number 79. I mean, there's guys in there that can move around and keep Akeem, fresh. I would love Sue with him, but I get what's going on, and it doesn't mean he's not coming back either, though. It's still not out of the question.
No, he already said he's not coming back.
That could just be some bullshit, though. I've heard guys say some shit like that before, and it didn't really matter. Yeah.
Look, it comes down to this: dollars and cents. It's just that simple.
Yeah.
Everybody looks at that the front page line for Hicks, but at the end of the day, his deal is worth $6 million. I think it is, right, Evan? It's like 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Sue wants 10. Like, we're tight with the cap. It's just that simple. We are tight with the fucking cap.
Yeah, man. And I mean, honestly, like Logan Hall, if he turns out what he's supposed to be, which is like the next DeForest Buckner, I mean, that's just his body type, how he plays the game, all that other stuff. Him and Vita Vea are, oh my God.
Don't think that Warren Sapp co-signing that kid didn't go unnoticed by me, because Warren doesn't co-sign anyone.
Right. Exactly.
Not unless they earn it.
Yeah. Right.
Not unless they earn it.
That was the very next thing I was going to say, is that Sapp has been here and coached up and, worked with our defensive guys for multiple years.
I thought you meant on this show, but he had to get eye surgery.
Wait. On the show. No.
Bro, he had eye surgery. Can we excuse Warren, bro? He had emergency. Oh, by the way, I forgot I'm having eye surgery. Yeah. It happens, bro. It happens to me all the time.
Slipped my fucking mind. My bad. Anyway, he's been here multiple times with players, and never once has he come out of those and said anything good about a defensive lineman. He even calls Vita short arms. He made fun of Jerome McCoy. He said he shouldn't even belong in the fucking real. But then he talked up Hall after he worked with him. What's up, Latte?
Go fuck yourself.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's rude.
Whoa.
That's
how you gonna say that's my favorite player, bro?
I didn't deserve that. How you
gonna say that about my favorite player?
I didn't deserve that.
Michael Pless says, and I agree, right? We've seen this before, Evan, Stank. We've seen this. When you're on a contending team and you have a legitimate shot to win a ring, you know what Michael Plus says Hicks will be healthy and play through injury if need be here in Tampa.
Makes sense.
Players will do that, man.
Bro, can we just like if
You're on
Hicks
the
is
Bears and you fucking won 2 games, you're like, you know what?
if Hicks is healthy, if Hicks is actually healthy,
Unstoppable.
that's an amazing signing, bro. If that guy gets on the field for half the snaps,
Amazing upgrade.
he's an upgrade for sure from the pass rush standpoint, anyway.
I don't know if anybody remembers how dominant he was in that 2018 game. The Mitch Trubisky Hall of Fame game when Tampa Bay went up to Chicago. He ended up getting thrown out in like the third quarter or whatever it was, but the score was already like 35-3 at that point. But he just completely.
I don't believe that game actually ever happened, bro.
It didn't.
I'm gonna say it didn't.
That
entire era of Buccaneer football
I don't want to think
was like a
about that
really bad acid trip for me. I don't
That
think
was-
it actually
that
happened.
That
I
was the
remember
first
exactly where I was.
That was the first NFL game I ever got to cover in person, and I was just like, "Oh my god!" I was like, at the same time, though, I was like, "Man, this is
Why would you care,
short
Evan?
work day."
You're a Titans fan.
Oh,
Why
shit.
would you care?
What happened to your camera, Evan?
Oh, I hit the thing. Hold on a second.
He forgot to pay his fucking camera bill.
Hold on.
Gotta pay the camera bill. Oh man, you fucked up Sammer's. Oh, you
There we
fucked up
go.
his.
He just fucked it up, bro.
He's about to be
His
so
beard just
pissed.
grew another inch from that fucking stress.
He had to put it on
I got-
himself.
I got insurance policies built into this platform now, baby.
Hey, while Sammer's
matter
full
now.
screen right now, you guys check that fucking
that beard.
glorious
Hey, listen.
facial
Look at that
fucking
thing.
I
bear.
have taken the playoff beard very serious. I have not trimmed the mustache. That's right. I am wiping and taking showers after every meal because
Listen,
I have no other choice.
I want all of you.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I had chimichurri sauce 2 hours after I actually ate chimichurri sauce because it was still on my face. So
Can we get some ASMR? Just rub the beard. Nobody's gonna talk. I want to hear you rub it across the microphone again.
I have a question
Everybody listen.
for Evan Winter. Evan, we've talked about Stinny and we've talked about Shaq Mason. And for some reason, anytime we have a guest on here or we talk about it, we get them flip-flop. We don't know who's left and who's right. Are they already
Shaq's
set in terms of who's left, who's right? Are they both interchangeable? Are the Bucs going to allow them to figure it out during camp? Or are they kind of already set in stone and now it's just about... No, our offensive linemen.
the offensive lineman, man.
Yeah,
Is
Shaq-
it gonna be-
Our
is
new
it-
right and left guards.
Yeah. Are they going to let them figure it out as well, the rookie, or are they interchangeable? Like, what's the actual thing here? Because people keep correcting us all the time when those players come up, and I just sick of asking.
I mean, typically guard positions are interchangeable, but Mason's already at the right guard, and they're going to have the left guard battle for Gadecki, Hainsey, Stinney, so on and so forth.
So the more important one is the
Better
one
end.
that's kind of going to be either a rookie or Stinney.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Sammer, is there any way that every time Pless
Hey, Gerald. Night,
comments in the chat room, you can make it like come on so we can hear it like a little British man? Every time he cause he's like commenting and correcting us with real knowledge. So we're talking about things, and then Pless, chimes in with Hall being a rotational player would be great for him.
He's like the fact-checking thing that shows up on CNN during all the presidential debates.
Yes.
And so, like, we're talking nonsense. We're over here talking about,
Yeah.
Wide gaping wet holes and Johnson's.
Pless
And Michael Pless is like, actually, Johnson
Yes.
originated from blah, 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 blah. And
I think it needs to happen.
13 passes.
Pless needs his own pop-up on the show.
Pless, you want to be our keep us on football track
Fact
pop-up
checker.
guy?
You can be like the translator and like the sign language person in the bottom of the screen, like when we're doing, oh no.
I don't know why Lewis is so-called likes Payne, or maybe just all us Bucs fans were all like Payne. He said the Bears game or that Bears game wasn't as bad as the Joe Flacco 5-touchdown-and-a-half game. Listen, you're right. I was there for that in person,
Yeah,
and then
me
I was
too.
there for the Steelers doing the same thing, kicking our fucking teeth in before I even got in my seat. We reinvent ways to get kicked in the fucking nuts as Bucs fans. Okay?
Hey,
we reinvent it.
Sammer, can you go ahead and ban Jonas Steckler from the chat for the rest of the day, please?
Go Avs, go! Get him the fuck out of here!
Fucking ban that guy
What the
right
fuck?
now.
What?
Jonas, you asked for this shit.
Ooh.
He's going to
Bam.
timeout. Nope, he's in timeout. No,
Timeout.
Oh, man.
You don't do that,
You need to go at the corner and think about
Oh,
what you've
look,
done.
there's Michael Pless. Or fuck, Shaq Mason is the right guard. Luke Gadecki would be the
That's
left
what I'm
guard.
saying.
In my
I want
opinion,
to
he's
hear it
so
with a little
good.
British.
Ha ha! I'm good with it. There he is. Every time he talks, that's all we're gonna do. Just read his fucking shit
I'm good
in
with
that weird
Or can you use that fucking TikTok
holding and
girl's voice?
rotation. Would be great.
Make it the
for
TikTok,
him.
that little
He
TikTok
would
girl
be
voice.
asked to
Girl
do
voice, please
one
don't do the
thing,
TikTok.
and that's disrupt and rush the passer,
Michael Pless,
which
keep
is
commenting,
what he
bro.
does best. What else did he say? Let's go going.
Keep commenting, bro. Keep
Plus,
commenting.
plus. Oh, here you go. Hicks will be healthy and will therefore play through injury if need be here in Tampa. Anything else? Here we go. Akeem Hicks and Villa will be solid. Solid chap, then Hall.
He just put, I'm dying, LOL. Please.
I'm dying, LOL. This is the show. This is what this show has fucking become.
This is what we've got. This is off season.
We have melted down
Welcome
to the
to June.
worst. This is the worst this show has ever been. By far. Ever.
This show goes as Sam Ali's beard goes.
We are now waiting
It's shit
on
right now.
Michael Pless to type so that we have something to say.
Come on, bless.
I'm so
Davis.
glad I can help y'all set the standard. No,
That
don't do
didn't
Evan's
work.
like, why did they bring me on this show at all? This is not necessary.
You know how if you guys watch
Oh, wait.
Peter
Hey,
Pan
shut up.
podcast,
Michael
said
Pless typed
something.
something out. Now I'm going to have to speak like that on my own show. Oh, yeah. You should,
Dude, that would be
Pless.
perfect too. It would be like that would turn real Bucks talk almost like into Planet Earth. That would be like so
Yes.
perfect.
yeah, that's what we need.
They are in a 3-tech when they should have been in a 4i, and this
Yeah.
allows the
I'm
guys
so
to get to the
sorry,
second.
Evan.
That's who we need. Sir David Attenborough's voice when every time Pless says something.
And watch
that's-
how Tom Brady, his shoulder arches as he throws down feet.
Yeah.
Quite
Welcome
magnificent.
to Real Bucks Talk with me,
Yeah,
Michael
no,
Pless, and my friend, Sir
Sever, no.
Kensington the Third.
No, Sam.
Sir
the
Kensington
accent
cover
is perfect.
2 the Third.
No, the accent is beautiful, but Evan has the delivery right. It has to be like National Geographic, like
Oh.
about to approach the gazelle.
Oh, that
Watch
kind of
as the-
shit.
As the
As
team takes the field, the blades of grass separate as their cleats hit.
Dude, you know what?
The humidity and the moisture rises.
That guy that does the fucking thing, the dinosaur show that Apple TV has, which is really fucking good, by the way.
Oh my God, bro!
It's really
Tom
good.
Michigan just went off the top rope on you, bro.
Hey,
That's
Sammer,
Toad
with
Daddy.
that
That's
beard,
not Tom. Oh, yeah, that
that's
is Tom
Tom
Michigan.
Michigan.
is.
Hey, Sammer,
He
with
said,
that
"Hey,
beard,
hey,
can I
Samir."
ask, why is the Slurpee machine always broken? Ban Jonas Steckler. Ban loyal fans and cater to former Saints fans.
Oh fuck!
Listen, I
Oh,
didn't
wow.
know who was a Saints fan, but I will say the Slurpee machine, it's not broken. We just don't want to clean it, so we tell you that it's broken, so that you just
Yeah.
buy some fucking prepackaged goddamn drinks. All right, that's
It was
the
like
whole
fucking
thing.
McDonald's every night at 11 o'clock when you try to get ice cream.
Basically.
Yeah, I don't like
Oh
ice
my
cream.
God.
I heard Elon Musk
So
was going to
good.
fix all the McDonald's.
Michael Pless.
ice
Listen,
cream
we
machines.
brought Michael Pless into the Loose Cannons verse. So now, anytime that show exists, it has to exist with that voiceover, and it has to be dubbed over. I want him to send us. This is what you're doing, Pless. From now on, send me the video that you have before you drop it. All right.
You'll just dub over
And then
it.
I will dub over it with all that nonsense that you're saying. I'll give it some fucking character. All right.
You want your YouTube channel to blow up overnight?
That's how. Right
That's
there.
how, bro.
I will try to do
Their
a film
channel
study like
does
that.
numbers already.
It would be hilarious. I mean, who doesn't want to hear that all day? Who doesn't want to hear that?
I do.
I
do.
I mean,
Are we done? I think we're done.
I think it's over.
I think it's.
I think
over.
this show ended about fucking 20
the
minutes
wheels
ago.
fell
honestly.
off like whew, a
It
while
fell
ago,
way
dude.
off.
Yeah,
It fell off a gaping hole.
we're like 3 exits down from wherever the wheels actually fell off. We're just sliding down the fucking freeway at this point. Metal sparking everywhere.
Chevy Chase and Landon.
Yeah,
Yes.
fucking Michael Pless yelling at us in his fucking British voice. You've lost the wheel, chaps. Come on back. You've lost all 4 of them. Oh,
Sammer.
goodness gracious.
It
Sammer,
reminds me of my
have
time
we,
in Greenwich.
have we officially announced our sponsorship? I know we did it on Twitter.
Oh, we did on Twitter.
Oh, yeah, let's show some
Have it on
love,
the show.
guys. Yeah, we haven't announced it here, but yes, this season we
Get
have
yourself
a
in trouble.
brand new presenting sponsor.
Yeah.
in Fran Law Group. Awesome people, do some awesome stuff locally, cool food bank things. They do stuff for kids. Huge supporters of the Arians Family Foundation as well.
Yep.
They were the presenting sponsor of the golf tournament and the gala that night. Awesome people. You guys
Just
are going
good
to
people,
hear a
man.
lot about them during the show throughout the season. And they are going to be present at some cool events and our tailgate and some cool other things that we can't tell you about just yet.
And renovations, possibly. They might be present there.
Part of some of those delicious invasions. Or as Michael Pless would say, those delicious invasions, yes. Great show, guys. Glad I could help. Thanks,
That sounds a little
Pless.
Irish, actually.
Yeah, an Irish tune there,
Oh,
yeah?
delicious
See?
invasions.
You gotta get that Lucky Charms, see. All
Wow.
right, guys. This show has fucking
Lip sync.
fallen apart. Samer's gonna need a good attorney. He's definitely getting profiled with that beard. Listen, man, I was getting profiled way before this beard, so...
You deserved
man.
it, Jonas. Don't get mad at me.
Is he commenting? Stank.
He
Oh,
did.
there-
He
he's
just
back.
said stank.
Oh, yeah, because he's out of timeout. All right, hey, all you fuckers, hit the like button. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. If you, for whatever reason, thought this was entertaining and wanted to watch it again, I don't blame you if you don't. Jonas Steckler, fuck your fucking Avalanche. Evan,
Hey,
thanks for hanging out.
B-Shuck, hold on, bro. You want to sponsor the show now? Holy Jesus, B-Shuck. Okay, we'll send you some info.
Yeah, we will call you.
Fucking love
And,
this guy.
and Jonas, I'm waiting on Jake to respond. So
No
he,
fly.
he actually hasn't responded to
Blood
me.
cannabis.
Otherwise, I would have sent it to you.
You're
already.
right.
I
Hey,
text him today. Nothing.
Evan, tell people where they can read all your shit about the Dallas Cowboys and the Tennessee fucking Titans since you don't cover the Bucs, you piece of shit.
Actually, Latte or Sammer, text me Jake's email address so I can send it to Jonas,
Yeah,
please.
I'm not going to do that. I'll send it to Jonas
What?
directly.
He's like, I'm not going to do that.
All right,
Not-
you heard
not
that,
gonna-
Jonas.
not
Sammer's going to
gonna
send it to you directly
Violate
within the
trust
next 12 months.
I have with a brother.
He
of
already
mine.
said he would do it. You were there when he said let him send it to him.
Can we let Evan talk?
Yeah, thank you. Every time I ask Evan a question, Stank interrupts him. Sorry, Evan. I mean,
That's what brothers do.
It's a natural Tennessee, Florida thing. It's all good.
Yeah.
I totally get it. But no, yeah, you can find me AtoZSports.com. And we don't just do the Cowboys and Titans. We also do the Bears, the Bengals, the Packers, the Chiefs, the Bucs, and the Steelers. So we're going to eventually expand to all 32 teams. We're adding about a few here more before the season. So be sure to check us out there, and you can get all kinds of knowledge just of the happenings around the league. Be sure to check me out on Twitter too, at Evan_Winter, AtoZ with the A and the Z capitalized.
wow. Hey, Jonas did make some funny comment though. He said, "Samer, I think you can shave that beard now." Yeah, I don't know, man. We're winning in 7, motherfucker. So no, I can't shave the beard.
Let it roll, dude. Let it roll.
I'm
If
not
there's
shaving
any
it
team
for
that
a
can
while.
do it, the fucking Lightning.
Damn right.
Oh
man.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
By the way, Stank, you are muted, sir. Hey, Evan, thanks for hanging out.
Why did I get muted? The fuck?
Why not? Hey, guys, don't forget, we still have Loose Cannons travel going on. We still got amazing fucking shit going on in Dallas, all right? We're hanging out in Dallas. We're going to go to fucking
So bad.
Idea I forgot
No
what
idea
I
what
was
to say.
gonna say. I forgot what I was going to say. Had a brain fart, dude. Hey, check out loosecannonstravel.com. We're going to Pittsburgh. We're going to Dallas. Amazing shit. We're hanging out with Jason Light. It's going to be dope as fuck. We're going to have all
Holy
sorts of
shit.
fun. Check it out. It's awesome. loosecannonstravel.com. B-Shuck, love you. Tom in Michigan, awesome commentary.
Dude.
Gerald also with the
Gerald.
super chats.
Awesome super chats.
I'm still pissed off at Sue, though. She said Stank was her favorite loose cannon. What the fuck?
Bro, she said you're her ex for a reason. Ex. Okay.
Wow.
Why
Yeah,
would
but
she
you
consider...
also got with me for a reason.
Yeah, but you
Yeah,
left...
but she
you...
figured out real quick that she wanted none of that shit.
Yeah, but
Some
that
Latin lovers, man, we run hot.
night that you
it's
left
okay.
for those cigarettes and didn't come back, it's pretty much done after that.
Oh, they'll do it every time.
Tamer, shave the beard, bro. It's actually destroying your brain.
It is. It is bad, bro. It's cutting off oxygen to your brain.
I've never
Bye.
heard you
Listen,
sound dumber.
Go Bucks!
It breathes, by the way. It actually breathes. I can hear it at night. Hey,
Go Bucks!
Go Bucks.